It was good to see us build on last week's victory and continue to get into a rhythm offensively. First half, we did a great job moving the football, getting the ball in the end zone. Execution was outstanding. Defense did a lot of good things as well. Still too many penalties, kind of like last week with the PIs. We got to clean that up. But overall, great effort by the defense as well. Special teams contributed. You know, it was just an overall good team win. It was like last week, where all three phases were contributing. And I thought Tyler Huntley played exceptionally well, over 70%. Completion percentage, did have the one interception. I know he wishes he had back, but had a couple touchdowns and he also caught a touchdown pass. So he was very good tonight. Zach Moss wasn't as productive as usual just because he didn't get quite as many touches, but ran hard, made some key runs in that first half, third down, and moved the chains for us. Receivers, I thought, played very well. Some great catches. Jalen Dixon, DeMar Simpkins, Samson Nakua. A lot of production out of the receivers. Those guys have really stepped up the last few weeks. Big challenge coming up next week. We got the Trojans coming to town. Our backs are to the wall every single week from here on out. We know that. We knew that this week. We knew it last week. So nothing new there. But again, proud of our guys, and like I said, we were able to take another step forward, and we got to be really good next week because there's a really good team coming in here. So questions?
Every coach talks about starting fast, but you've actually done it the last 2 weeks, and how have you done it?
Execution on offense is just a matter of guys, and it really is a product of what you're doing Monday through Friday. They're working hard in practice, they're focused, they're concentrating, and if you execute in practice, there's a good chance you'll execute on game day, and that's what's been going on offensively for the last few weeks.
Kyle, what are you enjoying most about watching the way Tyler's playing right now?
It's just great to see him have success. He works so hard. He's just a fierce competitor. He's a true student of the game. He's always in the film room preparing, and it's just good to see the fruits of his labors pay off on game day. And it was, back-to-back outstanding performances by Tyler in consecutive weeks. We did a great job taking care of the football offensively. We only had the one turnover. We can live with one turnover every 3 games, which is what we've had the last 3 games. Defensively, if there's a negative spot on D, we got to take the ball away more. That's something that we can do to help out the offense, is give them more short field situations.
You were able to get some pretty good runs from Armand Shank. Are you starting to see him grow more and more as he's come back from injury?
Yep. I mentioned last week after the game that the better you practice and the more you're doing things that need to be done in practice, the more you'll play on Fridays or Saturdays, and it was great to see him run. The best run I thought tonight was Mitch Wisnowski. That was pretty impressive. And just for the record, that's not a called fake punt. That's just built into the scheme. I've said that many times. So just so you know, when we rugby punt, which we call a rugby punt, when we roll out, if they don't cover it correctly, it's the green light every single time. So that wasn't a matter of trying to gamesmanship or anything like that. It was just Mitch doing what he's supposed to do in that situation.
You held them to 72 yards rush. You just talked about your defense.
Yeah, rush defense has been good all year long. I think we're leading the Pac-12 in rush D, and I think we're somewhere in the top 5 or 10 in the nation. And that speaks to the front with those down linemen. We got 8 of them that roll through there. They're all very good players, and then the backers, Cody and Chase. They're just tough, hard-nosed kids that fit the run real well and gap control real well. And it's been, it's a credit to their coaches. Lewis Powell and Gary Anderson up front do a great job with the technique and fundamentals there, and Justin Enna does a great job with the backers. So it's just a product of those guys being tough and doing what they're coached to do.
How would you evaluate next Friday and how he performed?
Well, I'll have to see the film, but it looks like for another second week in a row he did some good things. I know for a fact there's a few errors, but nobody's perfect, but it's so good to see. It's such a plus for us to have him step up like he has and give us another guy that we can win with on the edge. Because if we were thin on defense anywhere, it would have been defensive end. So we weren't able to play Mika Tafua tonight. Probably could have played if he had to, but just like last week, we just not quite ready. So hopefully he'll be 100% for next week's game.
They rolled out 3 different quarterbacks. So did you guys have to adjust much after Quill Tate went out?
Well, not really adjust much, but understand that, you know, when Rodriguez was in, it was more of a throw game, and when number 10 was in, it was going to be more QB run game. So not really a huge adjustment other than just tailoring the calls to the quarterback that was in the game. I guess the starter looked like he tweaked his ankle, and so I assume that's what happened.
Can you talk about the Kevy pass play, what you called up there? And
Yeah, it was, first of all, it was executed well in practice. So again, you have confidence in a play. You're going to dial it up in a game situation. If the opportunity presents itself, you got to be in the right field position, on the right hash mark, that type of thing. And so it was just where we wanted it. And Britton threw a great pass, and Tyler made a great catch, and DB undercut it just a little bit too much, and it went over his head. That was it was nice to see. You know, we call them special player like that. We invested some time into payoff.
Britton joked, maybe he wasn't joking, but putting a quarterback package in for him.
Yeah, it's an idea. Yeah, we've thought about that, and yeah, he's a tremendous player, and you know, we're going to use him, continue to use him in a multitude of ways.
How are you going to use your extra day to prepare for USC?
Well, as players, we're going to give them downtime. We're going to let them get the bumps and bruises healed up and give them both Saturday and Sunday off. They'll be back in at 7 a.m. Monday morning, and we'll start on the next guys. Coaches, no days off for us, but the players, they deserve it. They've earned it. A day of work or a day of rest is oftentimes as good as a day of work. You know, especially midpoint in the season, they could really use the downtime, in our estimation.
You want Colorado or USC to win?
Do I want Colorado or USC to win? Who should I want?
It's tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky. Either way, if they could both get losses, that would be awesome. But anyway, I'll just be interested in watching it because obviously they're both on our schedule.
That was your 200th win as a member of the University of Utah.
As a member, oh, just since I've...
As an assistant and as a head coach.
Oh, well, I didn't realize that, but it means you got a lot of good players come through here and talented kids that work hard, and you know, that's really what that's all about, is having good players.
So Lowe didn't make the back tonight, I guess. And it was...
No, he was just, you know, just shy of being able to get himself right, but more confident that he'll be good for next week. And again, proud of the O-line. You know, it's like 2 weeks in a row now, that O-line configuration played exceptionally well. We did have a couple holding calls. We'll have to look at the tape and see if it was sloppiness or if it was, you know, something that was just happened to be called, but within our technique. But anyways, Lowe, we hope and we expect to be back next week.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Let's go to bed. All right.